Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another daily vlog with Dano. Today we are here at Walmart. We're going to go and check out some of the prices, some of the things you guys have asked about, look around, see if we can find some good deals. Let's get to it. Back to school items have arrived here at Walmart, and at first glance there are some pretty good deals. Even if you are not in school, take advantage of some of these. Everybody could use some crayons. 25 cents. This is one of my favorite times of the year to shop at Walmart. Look at this, got some filer paper here. 97 cents. Ooh, just found some of these like icicle mold things, ice pop molds. Well, I know Jessica loves these things. $3.44 doesn't seem like too bad of a deal. I saw these at TJ Maxx. Not this kind, but they were like $5.99, so a little cheaper here. Looks like we got some 47-cent options here. Is that for all the stuff in these bins? Got some pencils, some topper erasers here. Yeah, 25 erasers. That'll last you 2 years. Got these big ones. These are the ones I like to use. Pretty nice there. Got a pencil sharpener. 47 cents. Can't beat that. Yes, Mr. Coffee is making a comeback, guys. I know he was gone there for a while. He has returned at a higher price, $33.47. So a little higher than you. Wait a minute, these are two different ones here. Not really sure which one's which. Are they both $33.47? I don't know. I would assume this is the one I was thinking of. This one might be a little cheaper. I'm not really too sure. It says $33.47, but bet that one's a little cheaper. I would definitely take that with a grain of salt, though. They might both be $33.47. Not really too sure, but found some more crayons. Crayola here, 50 cents. A lot more in this box. And you can always trust Crayola. What's your favorite color? Vote now. They have these one subject notebook here, wide ruled. Don't want to get too let's see, $1.64 for that, but it's got the nice like plastic binding here. Got a folder in there. Pretty nice. Let's see if we can find the cheaper notebooks. I like how Walmart has kind of put some of these other things that you may not think of. One of our viewers mentioned this the other day, and we were talking about back to school options, and mentioned this as one good thing to have, you know. Different alcohol wipes here. They got the Lysol. This is 105 total wipes here, 3 times 35, $6.97, which is going to be a little cheaper than the same of the Clorox here, $7.28 for this. That is the same size though, 105 total wipes. Not sure if you're allowed to bring this to school, probably not, but you know, maybe a teacher. I got disinfectant spray right here. It's the Great Value one. Much bigger can than the Lysol. Lysol, $5.97. $4.28 for the Great Value. Much bigger, 19 ounces. And they've got these disinfectant wipes right here by Great Value. This is 35 total wipes for $2.62. Got some different wet naps or wet cloths here. Antibacterial. They got the Equate version, $1.78. These are going to be a big seller. Kleenexes. See how much those are. $6.98 for a 4-pack. Not too hateful. Also got a lot of the different hand sanitizers here. Got the Equate, which is going to be their brand, the cheapest brand. $2.98. This one's 12 ounces. Kills 99.99% of germs. Always makes you feel a little strange there with that 0.01 off percent though, don't it? You got these little backpacks here for kids. This is Super Mario. These are $11.97. Wow, what a deal. That's fancy looking. Got Hello Kitty there, but Jess would like that. Look, 2 of them that Jess would like here. Stitch and Hello Kitty. Got the Minecraft, Bluey. Yeah, I know all the names. Do you know what Ohana means? Ohana means family. Got these rollback offers on these Post-it notes here. Doesn't really look like too many though. They are 67 cents. I guess these used to be $1.06. So in this one here, I guess used to be $1.72. Oh, this is a, wait a minute. It says 3x3 blue pack. These are just one though. It might be in the wrong spot. Got some different Scotch tape here. You can always trust Scotch. That's a 3-pack for $4.24. That's not a bad deal these days. And you got this one, the transparent tape here, 3-pack, $3.22. Check out these dry erase boards here. I know me and Jess, well, we would use this, probably put it on our refrigerator. Yeah, it's even got the magnets. Put it on the refrigerator. Yeah, it even shows it on a refrigerator there. Do like a daily, probably use this for like meals or something, you know. $1.97. We always talk about doing that, but we have so many of our photos of our nieces and nephews and family and different pictures they made us, we wouldn't even have any room for that. All kinds of cool little things here at Walmart though. I do recommend getting here soon, as a lot of this stuff always sells out pretty quickly. And here is more my prices on the one subject notebooks here. These are 45 cents. Used to be 35 cents. Guess they went up a dime, still very cheap. Now, as to where they have tons of these, don't let this fool you. They will sell out of these very quickly. Teachers come in here and buy them up. Got these Sharpie highlighters here for $6.94. $6.94 for the big ones here. And these ones? What the heck? That is a good deal, guys. That's where Walmart really shines on these kind of things. Got some of the Sharpie like metallic colors here. $12.97 for those. Says it was $14.97. I mean, even $14.97. I see these for over $20 in some stores. I always like going with a brand that I know, especially if I'm at Walmart. I know I'm going to save a little bit, especially this time of year. Look at all these colored pencils here. They even got the erasers on them by Bic, so you know it's going to be good quality. $4.47. What a deal. Over the last few years, Walmart has been carrying a lot of school uniforms and different clothes. Some of the best deals you're going to find around, guys. I mean, these shirts right here, $5. $4.98 for that. That's pretty awesome. Somebody had mentioned the other day that you've been having trouble finding like packs of colored paper. I assume this is what you were talking about. I just saw this here and thought about you. 10 different colors here, 500 sheets total. $11.27. Not sure if that's a great deal or not, but they have it. They also have Crayola here, construction paper, 8 colors, 96 sheets, $2.68. I was a little late to the game last year. All these crayons right here, 50 cents. Guess these are the ones we saw up front for 25 cents. But yeah, if you remember, I did do a video on the back to school stuff, and there were like 2 things of crayons. So yeah, it is Sunday, very early, July 13th, 2025, just for point of reference. You'll probably be seeing this video on Monday, July 14th. So Walmart seems like it's pretty loaded down for right now, but I would definitely get on top of it. These little pen cases there, 97 cents for those. What a deal. A couple different colors. So this is kind of cool. They got these little like icon patches if you want to like create your own backpack or different stuff. Like they got these right here. Little pen case, different glue, whatever you want to put in there. Some of these, or if you can find a blank like backpack, which I don't see. That's kind of what I was looking for. But yeah, self-adhesive patches here. Might be fun to do. Oh, I got this copy paper here. 500 sheets. 500 sheets, $5.77. Seems like an okay deal. I remember when this stuff used to be $2.98, but it's been, I don't even think it was this kind. It was just their cheapest kind years ago when I used to get it frequently. But prices have gone up over the years. Oh, look at that. Little pinwheel. Check this out. In the market for a new toaster. Got the Mainstays here. We've bought some Mainstays products over the years. Hey, look, you can get a toaster or a toastador. Well, I was looking out the old peripheral here. I saw all these microwaves here for $65. $65. Even comes a couple different colors here. It's pretty nice. Let's see, is that 10 power levels? Doesn't say the wattage, of course not. Probably says it on the back somewhere. I I don't know, $65. You just add an extra minute to the time if the wattage isn't as high as you would like it. I don't know. I don't see. This is the back one of them. I don't see the wattage on here. Maybe I'm just missing it, but I don't know. $65 for a microwave is a pretty good deal. They do have a mid-size here for $85, which I looked off camera here. I don't see a wattage on this one. Of course, the big one here says right up front and center. This is the Mambo Jumbo right here. This is 1200 watts. And it is $168. I guess the more you pay, they'll give you that information on the front of the box. They got the Hamilton Beach here, which I used to have a Hamilton Beach. Lasted me forever. These are pretty decent size, $80. I'm not really sure what to compare this to as far as prices go. I just know Frigidaire is a well-known brand that has stood the test of time. It's like a crunchy, chewable nugget ice maker here. Ice maker, 44 pounds in 24 hours. That's some serious ice crank in there. $234, it better be. But I'm assuming that this is probably going to be the true minimum price of something like this. This one right here looks like the same thing, but it says $249. Maybe that's just because it's just a different color. I don't really know. This one right here, a little bit of a smaller one for $198. Yeah. Got these little chest freezers here. Or a little mini personal fridge cooler. Really? $29.84 for that? That sounds like a pretty amazing deal. I even got this one right here. $29.84, 6 cans, so you can fit up to 6 cans in there. Walmart definitely has a serious variety of different coffee makers for sure. Okay, here's that Mr. Okay, see? Yeah, this one's $27.97. Okay, I thought that one was a little cheaper. So that other one must have been the one that was the programmable one. Must have been the 33, whatever it was. But yeah, well, this one right here says it's programmable right here. And that says $29.44. So whatever, there it is. This one right here, I guess, is $33.47. Okay, well, at least Mr. Coffee's making a comeback. I know there were a couple years there that people were needing the Mr. Coffee makers and you weren't able to find them. They just disappeared off the face of the earth there for a while. Got some different Keurigs right here. Look at this. K-Express $54.97. Well, like right about $55 for these. That's a heck of a deal. This one right here, not so much, $152. I mean, that's all you need right here. Okay, so I might be wrong, and chances are I probably am. But I could have sworn I've seen these Ninja Blender Duos. This one right here. So it'd be this one. It says $119 here at Walmart. I saw this for $199 somewhere. I think it might have been online or something, but yeah, this was $199. $119 here at Walmart, which in my opinion is still very expensive for a blender, but that's top of the line. Top of the line. They also got this 1200 watt one here for $89.74. Honestly, I mean, I don't know. We got the blender we like. I think it's Hamilton Beach or something. It works just fine, but yeah, Ninja, top of the line. I saw that. I was like, wow, that's crazy, because I was like, I thought I was reading this wrong at first, but no. $119. That's amazing. Another product that has been making a comeback has been the Magic Bullet blenders here. A lot of places stopped selling these a couple years ago, right about the same time we couldn't find Mr. Coffee. I was directing people to places like Ollie's Bargain Outlet because they had like the older ones that they were still selling that were more expensive than these. Like even at Ollie's Bargain Outlet. This is a 4-piece set blender by Magic Bullet, $20.96, and then you get all of this stuff with this, $39.88. It's pretty good, and that's great quality. I know a lot of our viewers are always on the fence with different air fryers. Guys, let me tell you, ever since we started using ours, it makes everything amazing. You know the red bag chicken that I always talk about at Aldi that tastes like they're the frozen chicken breast patties? They're absolutely amazing in the air fryer. You cook that in the air fryer. Jessica makes one for each of us usually, and I think she puts it on for 20 minutes maybe. Don't quote me on that, but I think she puts one on for 10. It might be 15. And then she'll take it out halfway and then flip it over. But I'll tell you what, if you like Chick-fil-A, it's about as close to Chick-fil-A as you're ever going to get with that red bag chicken from Aldi. And it is delicious. Air fryer, in my opinion, makes everything taste better. Well, this is kind of cool. If ever you wanted like an extra burner or something, but you didn't want to, spend the extra money for a new stove to have that, or maybe on your grill or something, they got a couple right here. Got a double burner here, $28.93, $11.97 for just one. It's pretty nice. Extra large electric griddle here. Extra large family sizes, it says. I can tell. I mean, it's pretty wide here. I don't know if that really translates well on camera. Put my hand up in the corner so I'll just show you how big it is. $54.97. That's pretty amazing deal. And here they got Presto right here, $45.87. Cool Touch ceramic. Oh, that's kind of heavy. Wow, that's really nice. We have a griddle. It's kind of tiny, but we don't have a lot of space, so it's kind of hard to put stuff somewhere. But I'll tell you what, this looks pretty awesome. That's Drew Barrymore. Yeah, there's Drew Barrymore. Oh, look at this pressure cooker here. It's even got Ree Drummond's stamp of approval. We love her show, Pioneer Woman. She is a pretty amazing cook. I like her ideas with cooking. $73.64 don't sound too bad. Of course, you can find cheaper pressure cookers, but yeah, this one's more like the one we have. Let's see. That might be bigger. This is $136. But this is something I would recommend doing a little bit of research on. If you plan on using it all the time, it might be worth investing in one that is going to satisfy everything that you want it for. This right here would satisfy everything I want it for. All you need in life is a good waffle maker. Chefman, I can't believe this is $24.98. That's pretty amazing deal for a Chefman product. $24.98. Yeah, it's just one thing. It's actually kind of big though. And I don't think this really describes it well. It looks tiny on here, but you can see all that it is like a wide angle. So, but you can see with the box, I mean, it's pretty big. Pretty big. $24.98 seems like a pretty amazing deal. I saw these here, wanted to point them out in case you have an Instapot and you've never tried this. These egg bite things. They do sell like egg bites at places like Starbucks and stuff where they could cost you a fortune. Well, $9.33 for this egg bite mold here. That's pretty big. That's pretty big. Of course, you may not have to go that high in it. And, Jessica, she gets like different recipes and stuff off of like Pinterest. Pinterest is a thing, Instagram, all this stuff. And she's learned a lot of different things with these little muffins and stuff I guess you can make in these. We actually have one that is specifically for eggs. This looks kind of big for like eggs, but this, it looks like you can do a lot of different things. But yeah, it's nice getting the little Instapot accessories. What is this? Handles, interlock, secure lock handles, fit under lid, durable and safe. Huh. Interesting. Looks like Drew Barrymore's come out with a beautiful line of products here. Pun intended. $69.97 for the 6-quart enameled cast iron Dutch oven. Probably find some decent deals on stuff like this. Pretty big though. 6-quart. I like the layout of it. And actually though, I like the more circular ones. And the reason for that is because I feel like this would go over a burner. Like unless you're cooking this in the stove, it seems like one, because Jess does a lot of cooking on our Dutch oven, like on the stovetop. Like every now and then we'll do something in the oven, but the stovetop's really, this doesn't look like one that would be good for that. Maybe this one. But again, that's only 2 quarts. Well, they also got Drew Barrymore line of different pots and pans. Let us know down in the comments if you've used any of the beautiful products here and if they're any good. Looks like this right here, $149 for that. So this is just different colors here. Got some of the Essence right here. This I know is good quality. Essence, the green pan, $179 for a 17-piece set. Seems like a pretty decent deal. Walmart even sells Blue Diamond products here, which is pretty cool. I know a lot of our viewers on the channel love, back when me and Jessica were looking for pots and pans, a few of you were recommending these, saying that the price is a little high, but The quality is pretty fantastic. And one of you even mentioned that to check out some of the prices at Walmart. So I don't really know what to compare these prices to. Let us know down in the comments if some of these are pretty good prices on the Blue Diamond products. This one comes with two saucepans here, looks like. 2-pack, $34.94. Is that a 2-pack? Yeah, or no, 2-quart saucepan plus lid. Oh, okay, no, it's just one. It just comes with a lid. And really, if you're looking for a whole new set and you swear by Blue Diamond, this might be the way to go. This is a 10-piece set right here. $149 here at Walmart. That sounds like a pretty good deal. I'm assuming, I don't know by any means, but I'm assuming that this is probably the cheapest you can get this anywhere. Now, me and Jessica usually get these kind of things at Dollar Tree. And comparatively speaking, it seems like Dollar Tree is still the better deal on these as to where they sell. I mean, I don't know if it's the mainstay that they have. This is a 10-pack, but technically it's really 5. So it's 5 meal prep kits, storage containers. It's 10 pieces. So you get the 5 bowls and then the 5 lids. $5.84. Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty decent deal. Of course, Rubbermaid. You know, some of these are really heavy duty. I love Rubbermaid products. I always have. $3.96 for these take-alongs here. I guess these ones right here, $2.46. 3 count. This one's a 4 count, so that should be. I think these are all this price. I think this is the 3 counts right here. 3 count, yeah. So the 4 count is going to cost $3.96. 3 count, $2.46. Check this out though, 40 pieces, all different sizes. I love this kind of stuff, guys. I hate wasting food. I do not waste food. Me and Jessica are, we try to be really good at making sure that we don't waste stuff. And I like these. These are really nice. 40-piece set, $28.48. But it's Rubbermaid. And I'll tell you what, any Rubbermaid product that I don't think we've ever had to throw any of them away. We've had them for years. And the quality is just really good. So even at $28.48, yeah, I would trust this. Next time, me and Jessica need to get a thing of luggage. This is a good brand. These are the suitcases that we use, right? Of course, I paid over $100 for ours. $89 here at Walmart. And this one looks a lot fancier than ours right here. It's got the hard shell case. The ones that we have, though, are the very light texture. So that could be why ours is more like ours literally weigh anything. The only thing I don't like about ours is that it's like more of a fabric-y thing. So like, if you're taking different things, it can kind of, this actually looks more like what we have, but it kind of bends out and stuff sometimes where it's, it doesn't matter how it looks, it just matters how you get it to said destination and back. Yeah, this one right here, this is more like what we have. Of course, it's the It brand, which I swear by. It's great products. $57 for that though, for this. Same size, it's like the same exact thing we got, it's just a different brand. Looks like the Superman toys have been replenished here. It's pretty cool. Metamorpho here. Guys, if you are a Superman fan and you have not been to the movie to see Superman yet, it is definitely one you want to see on the big screen. Definitely want to see it on the big screen. Somebody left in the comments the other day, asked if I was getting paid to do that review. No. I wish I was, but no, I'm just a diehard fan of Superman. So this is kind of cool. I just noticed that the Lasco fans, we have these and they work great. They work great. $20.97. This was the rollback offer for this, but it might still be on rollback because I know it was like $23, right around $23, but $20.97. I never did buy it back up, but Jessica said we actually have an extra one that we have in a closet somewhere, so I'm glad I didn't. But it's a good deal on a fan. It works great. This is really what I need right here. Smart treadmill, manual incline. $249? Really? Is that what that is? That seems like a pretty amazing deal. Of course, you could just walk around for free, walking around stores all day, checking out cool stuff. So I thought maybe that might have been the price of this twin bunk bed on the other side here of that. But no, These are $198, which is also pretty amazing. Is it just me, or is there anybody else out there that loves the smell of new tires? Oh, that smells good. I'll tell you what, forget AutoZone. I mean, obviously, you got to go to AutoZone to get some things, different parts and stuff. But as far as all these cleaners go, I was kind of looking at some of this stuff off camera. I know I was like in shock how much stuff was costing at AutoZone a couple years ago. We saw a lot of prices going up there. A lot of this stuff's way cheaper here at Walmart. Looks like they got a rollback offer on 5 quarts of Rotella, Shell Rotella. I've never even heard of that one. I don't ever use oil that I've never heard of before. I have used SuperTech. Back when I had cars that, wasn't sure if they were going to last a week or so. Yeah, I used the cheapest stuff possible, which that's transmission fluid. Where's the oil here? I think it's down here. Oh, okay, that's full synthetic. Yeah, back when I had the cheaper car, these are all full synthetic. Huh, let's see. Look at this, though. I mean, you might as well buy the 5 quart, right? Full synthetic, $18.64. You gotta be kidding me. That is incredible. This is the exact oil that I would use on Jessica's car when I would change her oil. She has a Honda as well. Same oil I use. $24.97. This is one that's recommended for Hondas. Never had an issue with it. 5 quarts. I know I think I was going over oil one time. I said 5 gallons. I did not mean 5 gallons. 1 gallon. 5 U.S. quarts. Yeah, $24.97. Mobile one. That's the one I've been using for the last, I don't know, decade. It's never led me wrong, or never led me astray. Never had any problems with it. There you go. To be honest, though, I don't think I've ever had problems with any oil. If you change your oil every 3,000 miles, or if you use some of the full synthetic, sometimes they'll say not to, some of them say, oh, don't change it up to 7,500 miles. No. I'm usually changing it at 3,000 miles, maybe a little over. Sometimes I do use the full synthetic. So I do, and I know some people have said to use it up to 5,000 miles. I think I've gone up to 4,000 before, maybe 4,200. But at that point, yeah, I'm changing it. And that's probably why I've never had any problems. It's not really the problems with oil. It's the problems with waiting too long to change it, because it's you don't want to overuse oil now. It's one of the most important things for your car. They got a lot of cool stuff here. I never come back here anymore. Lots of cool car mats and seat. I've thought about getting some seat covers, but then again, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. Maybe someday. My opinion, don't ever put this in your car. Don't ever use this in your windshield. This stuff will freeze. If you live around here where it gets cold and you still have this in your reservoir, you can see where it says plus 32 degrees. Yeah, you need to make sure that this is completely out of your washing fluid reservoir by the time winter comes, because this stuff will freeze, and you don't want that. I don't ever use this stuff. Windshield wiper stuff at -20. That's the only stuff I ever get. If I can't find it, I just don't use it. I'll stop at a gas station and just clear my windows off. $3.87 for this. It's about the same as some of the other ones. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend this to anybody. There is no way all of these command strips are $7.32. And if they are, well, okay. They got the big ones down here. What? Maybe some of them are, but yeah, I seriously doubt them big ones down there are. And if they are, I might buy all of them. And if you're looking for a Nintendo Switch 2, good luck. They're sold out all over the country. Glad we got ours. We pre-ordered ours. Glad we did. Jessica said this would happen. Well, if you've ever wondered where I get my Reebok collared shirts from, I'm actually wearing this one here today. And I was just looking at the prices here. Look at this. This is the most amazing thing. $18, guys. $18. don't have this green one. They used to have an orange one, and I can't find it anymore. I wish I'd have gotten it. I don't know. Really like the orange. It looked a little too bright before, but I don't know. I like getting different colors. Boy, do I love Walmart. Walmart is one of my favorite places to shop, guys. It was nice not going through the groceries. You know, but even at groceries, you're going to save money here at Walmart. If you're knowing what the sales are in different places, you'll know what you're going to spend here and what the possibilities of what you can save at other places, just like anything else. But good to see all the cheap back to school options. I got me some of those 45-cent notebooks. I don't even know where to put them all. I've got plenty from last year and even the year before. I just can't pass up a good deal for 45 cents for a notebook. I didn't get the crayons. I left the crayons there for other people. I do like to color. I do from time to time. Jessica has all that stuff though. Jessica has the high dollar stuff, which I will say it does make a little bit of a difference. I can stay in the lines better, you know, makes it a little easier. I'm just kidding. All jokes aside though, guys, Walmart is true minimum price for a lot of these products. Everything we looked at today, from coffee makers to pots and pans, kitchen appliances, back to school stuff. On these kind of things, you're going to save money here at Walmart, and it is awesome. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. We do appreciate it. With all that being said, I'm out. And always remember, the adventure is out there.